Did you know that they can actually use food to control your mind? I know it sounds insane. The gut biome that you have in your stomach controls your mood and your behavior. But scientists have found out that it can also alter your mind and also make you more susceptible to mind control. I know it sounds insane, but I've got the articles to prove it. So yesterday, someone left a comment and said, did you know that gut biome is actually linked to mind control, and what you eat makes you more or less susceptible to mind control? And I was like, whoa, that's actually an interesting subject. I know that the gut biome and what you eat can affect your mood and also your hormones, but I didn't think that it could make you less or more susceptible to mind control. But I went down the rabbit hole, and lo and behold, it's actually true. And the first article that came up was from the World Economic Forum, where they're talking about literally using gut biomes as a form of mind control. Let me just show you. Now, this is from the World Economic Forum, and it says how the bacteria in your stomach are connected to your mood, and it was written in 2015, but let me show you what's actually written in the article. So this kind of goes into how bacteria in your food can probably affect some of the bodily functions and also moods. But here is really interesting when it says, with connections to gastrointestinal conditions and relationship to digestion, obesity, and skin conditions being in a way intuitive. All those bacteria are right there, so it's perhaps not that surprising that they affect bodily functions in their same region. And then down here it says, yet there's more and more evidence that somehow the bacteria colonies that live in our guts can affect and even somehow control how we feel. Then this article says, can gut bacteria manipulate the human brain? Research gains momentum in the US. Your stomach bacteria is changing the way you think. Now, this is where it gets actually really creepy. It says, however, recent advances in cognitive science have shown that many behaviors that are normally associated with morality are also highly mutable. So you can mute morality behavior through certain different types of hormones which are affected by your gut biome. So for example, you can increase generosity, trust, and cooperation by simply instructing subjects to take a whiff of the hormone oxytocin. Interesting. Or even Prozac, a medication that regulates the neurotransmitter serotonin, is commonly prescribed for depression, but it also decreases aggression. It's almost like they would want that, right? Because the more they want to control us, the less aggressive we want to be. Since these types of pro-social behaviors are necessary to address global issues like climate change and terrorism, this guy argues that we should be using these behavior modifying neurochemicals to achieve more ethically desirable outcomes. They're using food and chemicals in our food and our water to control our behavior. Interesting.